It's another episode of the Pin High Podcast presented by Golficity. We're going to be talking about the return of the PGA Tour next week, as well as some cancellations, unfortunately. We're finishing off holes 17 and 18 of the Pin High golf course, and we're going to cap it off with the final par 3 of the year, Twitter fan questions, and our birdies and bogeys of the week. So let's get into it. All right, it's episode 31, and we are in a little bit of a what?
Who's number 31?
I have no clue.
Reggie Miller.
Reggie
Miller.
Miller.
Okay, yeah,
Okay.
Reggie Miller.
We're in the Golf City HQ offices. Pretty big of a change from my attic and your basement.
Yeah, definitely a
A
change.
little bit of a step up. Just a little
Yeah.
bit.
So we're only a week away from the PGA Tour, and it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be so nice to be able to gamble on it again.
It's also weird though because we've had the driving relief and the match obviously the last 2 weeks, and this is the first week we're like, okay, like we're kind of used to it. I feel like now
Here's the thing,
there's nothing this week.
I wanted to put something on the TV this weekend, and I ended up
There's
watching something from 2018 was on CBS. I forget which tournament it was, but it was when Francesco Molinari was just like killing it.
Filthy, yeah.
Yeah, he was like, I think 8 or 9 strokes ahead of like the next person.
That was what, yeah. That tournament when he won the Open against Tiger, like he was killing it, and then until the Masters, and then after that 12th hole, his
Right.
career has gone downhill from there.
The thing about like the driving relief and the match, like betting on it and just watching it, like you're only looking at one thing the whole entire time, and like you're looking at like 2 golfers or 4 golfers or
One
whatever
group.
it was,
Yeah.
one group, and like it's gonna be nice to get back into tournament golf where you can actually like get all around the course and
Right,
like,
when like
actually
the
have
random
something to
person,
watch.
when the random person like
Holes
hits
out.
like a 6 shot or
Yeah.
like holes out, like you're like, oh,
Well, you
like,
know,
who's that? But-
when you see on Sunday, it's like someone's at 6 over par and they're on the 16th hole. You're like, okay,
Yeah.
this is a good shot. You know, it's going
it's like,
in.
okay, this happened a
Like
moment
this
ago.
like this happened a moment ago, and like you know, it's okay. This is going in. Like I already know what's going to happen.
Yeah, and I guess sometimes CBS and like the golf coverage gets like flack for like not showing like the right things on Sundays.
Yeah.
Like they'll show at Riviera like Tiger, who's like 8 over,
Shooting 76,
shooting a
meanwhile-
76. Meanwhile, Max Homa is like coming up the stretch like 8 under, like about to win the golf tournament.
Exactly.
So we have the Charles Schwab Challenge. Any other year, I probably wouldn't be incredibly excited for this, but I mean, it's a great golf course at Colonial. They're not having fans attend the tournament, even though a Texas state order allowed like outdoor events to have 25% of the capacity in attendance. I really wouldn't expect them to have fans.
Nah,
anyway.
like I said last week, like golf's one of those things where you don't really need the fans for like.
It's pretty much the only
Yeah,
sport.
the players don't really
where
run on the fans in golf
Yeah.
for the most part, so it would make sense to not have any fans.
I understand. Like I could understand if they wanted to have fans just because they can have 25% capacity, but like also at the same time, I feel like the first tournament back, I feel like you have to stick to the no fans for this
I also
one
don't
and see how it
think
goes.
25% of the fans would do much for them. I mean,
25% of the fans is like it's like a web.com tour event.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's pretty much like you'd be like the
If
10 guys
if
behind the
that.
green. Yeah. Like
I mean,
having-
if you're one of those
claps.
25%, that would be pretty sick. You can kind of just go to whatever golfer you
Yeah,
want. Because
exactly.
from
You can
our
call-
experience,
and
if you want to get close to Tiger, you have to get there like 2 hours before he tees off.
or two holes before he gets to that hole. Like you have to sit like the preparation you have to make to see like at Bethpage. We
Yeah.
saw Tiger. We literally had to go to the 6th tee. I don't even know.
Like an
how-
hour and a half before.
Yeah,
I
an
mean,
hour.
we-
Like,
we-
he was-
we
he
did
was-
it
he was on
okay.
third- he was on 3rd green, and we had to go to 6th tee.
we did it okay at Shinnecock. We got there. We got to the first tee pretty early. And I remember the 2 of us got a pretty good spot. For
Yeah.
that. But like at the end, we followed them. We like went 2 holes ahead, followed them for like 3 holes. And I'm
Following
like, okay,
Tiger.
this is not worth
that's
it.
Something, that's something to me at Shinnecock too. I was right there. I was there. His tee times like 2:54 or something like that the afternoon.
You went and got a picture with Matt Kuchar while we were waiting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's true, yeah. But literally, like me and my friends, we went, and we were staying right like in line with the tee, and we were there an hour and a half early, like because we and it was still starting to pack up then, just because like Tiger was coming.
Do you know
like, an hour and a half.
if media is allowed to be at these? I would assume they are.
I mean, I guess some media. You probably have to have like a special like pass or something like that.
Yeah,
to get some
I
media.
bet they're not being.
They're
very
probably going
liberal.
to limit it.
Yeah. The U.S. Open announced this week that they have tentative plans to allow fans into it, but Like I don't see
Especially
how
in
that
New York.
Yeah, in New York,
no.
it just. I mean, I would love for that to happen, but also it's in September, so we probably wouldn't.
That's
even
what I
go
was gonna
anyway.
say. Like it's all the way. You have to wait until September. A lot could change between now and September. So like you have no clue if they're gonna have fans or not.
Of all the tournaments besides the Masters and Ryder Cup to have fans, though, I feel like that's the one where like you need fans. Like I feel like that's like the.
I mean,
what
yeah,
wanna see
majors in
fans the
general.
most. Because the stands are so huge and like the crowd goes so wild. Like you have to make it like par. On, like,
When was the
one hole.
last major at Wingfoot?
2006.
Oh yeah.
And Phil hit in the woods on the last
Right,
hole.
Yeah,
right.
that was one of his
Choked.
blocks.
Oh yeah.
One,
I
just
was
one.
watching something there. Like, how many times are they going to mention like Phil
Oh,
Mickelson
so
on the
many
18th
times.
hole, like or whatever?
So
it was.
many times. That whole week, every time they show Phil, they're gonna bring up like the 18th hole at Wingfoot.
Yeah.
Which would be unfortunate for Phil, but
Adam Scott is just another one. Like add to the list. He's not going to be returning to the PGA Tour until July. Who else was it? Lee Westwood.
Lee Westwood last
yeah.
week. A bunch of European players are deciding not to come over due
I mean,
to
it makes
like,
sense.
I understand that.
We were talking about this last week. We were
Mhm.
like, it doesn't logistically make sense for all of them to come back, but it will be interesting to see how many actually do. Because like if
Yeah,
it's all,
some-
I,
I
wonder
I think
if
at
it'll
some
be all
point.
Americans.
At some
some
point,
might
at some point.
might just stay in like
European
Europe,
tour.
like, yeah, European tour, just stay
Yeah.
there, close to like their family and everything.
I actually
like
saw this was going to be a backup birdie of the week for me, but I'll say it now that the European Tour is encouraging all their players to be mic'd up during tournaments.
That's so cool.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
I'll actually watch European tour events if that happens.
We'll get to that later.
Yeah, we'll get to that. That's part of our segments. Unfortunately, the John Deere Classic has been canceled. One of the most pristine golf tournaments of the year.
Illinois.
I mean, during this time, any golf is golf, but it was scheduled for July. Now they're trying to replace it with possibly something at Sawgrass. I
heard that too. Yeah.
That doesn't make sense in
Well,
July.
I get that because the players got like halfway
Yeah.
through the
Well,
players,
the players
had to
and
stop it.
they're playing that web.com tour event like they're like
So it's gonna be in
next
good
week.
shape.
So they could have
Summer in Florida.
yeah, it could be a problem.
I mean, whatever. They
yeah.
just played like a match in Florida. Like, I mean, I guess
It's
it's
not
not
summer
summer yet.
it's not
but
it's not
it's
it's a month,
boring.
month and a half
yeah,
away.
but still.
I guess.
100 degrees, 100% humidity. Like they'll be cooking out there.
Another golfer that we don't know exactly when he's going to come back is Tiger. I would imagine. I mean, I can tell you this: he's not playing he wasn't going to play in the John Deere Classic.
No, I heard one thing. Like I was watching like sports, like that one Tiger reporter on ESPN, like the guy with he had the big beard. He has the big beard.
The guy used to
The
be
caddy?
a caddy. Yeah.
Yeah, it might-
ESPN caddy or whatever.
Michael Collins.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess him. He said he was asked like when you were going to see Tiger again. He said like I'm not sure. There's like the memorial there, and he said the Travelers. I'm like okay, like the Travelers. Like,
Travelers.
we can go to the Travelers.
That's
Like,
I mean,
that'd be
the
so
defending
cool.
champ at the Travelers,
Yeah.
Ches Reavie.
Oh yeah, Ches Reavie like defend the crown. Tiger and Ches Reavie final day.
Down the stretch.
Yeah, battling out all time duel.
I mean, the Travelers is going to have quite a field this year compared to like other years.
I
So-
think all the tournaments are gonna have quite
I
a
feel like
field. Like
yeah.
like the John Deere Classic would have had a sick field, even though it's the John Deere Classic.
Even though last year they didn't have a top 50 player in it.
They're gonna have like probably at least 20 top 50 players.
Probably, yeah.
Just to
or
play
not
golf.
anymore.
Well, not anymore. Yeah, not anymore.
They're having no players.
Yeah, I've wondered how that works, like allowing players in the tournament. I think I brought this up last week, but like, are they gonna? I don't know if they're gonna extend the field or like, I don't know what
For
they're
what?
gonna do about that. Because like, what if, like I brought up like last week, a player like Nate Lashley or something wants to play in the tournament,
Yeah,
and it was
this-
scheduled to, but now all of a sudden Tiger, Jason Day, all these guys want to play.
Well, I think it cancels each other out because all these European tour players are not coming over. Like,
Fair.
these guys just
Fair.
still get in.
Yep.
They probably have some system that like maybe we can find out about later. But I think honestly, if it's like as long as it's not like 50 guys trying to join, if you have like 10 extra guys, I feel like it's not the end of the world to make like
I
10
guess,
extra,
yeah.
like a couple extra tee times. Like it wouldn't be
And split
the end
up
of the
some
world.
more money.
Yeah, and you can, and more people would come and like generate revenue too. Like you don't just like want like you can't just like say
I
like
guess
no
that's
to
true.
Tiger.
Yeah.
And just going back to Tiger, like when we'll see him come back, I think he should come back like as soon as he can. I mean, we
I
saw
think
him
so,
last
too.
week and he was just
Looked
striping
well.
the ball down the middle. He looked good.
It was his home course, but he was striped. Like he looked fantastic striped. Like he hit every single green and fairway on the front nine. I'm pretty sure.
I mean, there is
That's
something to be said for playing your home course.
Exactly.
I feel like.
Well, yeah. I mean, confidence levels up, but like,
yeah, a lot. Really,
I mean, just looking at those ball tracers, like I said, like those are pretty sick.
yeah.
Yeah. As for when we know we might see Tiger, there's an HBO doc in the works that was announced by, I feel like Golf Digest was where I saw it.
That's where I saw it too. Yeah.
Yeah, and it could air right around the Masters in November. Would you rather it be before or after? Before.
I want to be. I
before.
want to be the week of. I want to hear it. I want to see it the week of, and just get me so hyped for
Like
the Masters.
Monday,
of
like
the
a
Masters
3-part
week.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
That'd be so. And then they go right into after Wednesday night. Go right into the first round on Thursday.
Yeah.
Or they
That'd be
didn't.
so
They didn't
cool.
say a lot of like details. About
Yeah,
it.
No,
That's-
no. It's very like there's not much else besides like we could possibly see it in November.
Kind of like the
that
Tom
was-
Brady doc that they announced. Like,
Exactly.
there's nothing's going to come out about
Nothing.
it.
And like for all we know, it might not even air in November. It could air like maybe like next spring or something like that. But
Well,
like, that's just what they said.
Tiger also said he was going to write a book like a few months ago. He's like,
That'd be
yeah, I'm
kinda
going to write a
wild.
book. And he never said anything about whether he's writing it or like whether someone's helping him writing it or like when it's going to come out. He's just like, I'm going to write one.
Tiger writing a book. I can't really picture that, to be honest.
I read it.
I mean,
I would read it. Yeah.
I don't know. I can't see that being like not entertaining. Him talking
Oh,
about
he
all that
would-
time. I don't know if he's never really opened up about it. So I don't know if he.
Exactly. That's why like a documentary would be like I watched one where it was like him just chasing like going after the 82 wins or whatever. It was like all like the wins that he accumulated over the years.
Right.
Like it was like going one by one like each win, and that was really cool. But we didn't really get to hear from Tiger as much. So I want to, even if it's a book, I would read it just because I want to hear Tiger's perspective on all this and all those crazy tournaments
Yeah.
and the runs he had.
Well, I'd also want to hear what he has to say about his wife like bashing at his knees with him.
Yeah, that might be a little like Tiger might be.
I don't
might
think
go
he'll
a
ever
little
get
bit
into
on
that.
Might be
yeah.
a post-retirement type.
Yeah. I don't know about even.
Yeah, not
post.
even that. Yeah.
Some more PGA Tour news. Vijay Singh, we brought him up a week or two ago about how he was playing in a Corn Ferry tournament in Sawgrass because he didn't qualify for the Charles Schwab. He finally withdrew after all the backlash he got. I feel like that was a good move by him.
I think it makes sense.
Yeah, that was probably the reason. He didn't give a reason, but like,
that
had
was
to be the
that was
reason.
the reason.
Yeah.
that was the reason.
They reached out for a comment, and him and his reps were like, yeah, no comment.
He shouldn't have even entered in the first place. There was no reason to play in that tournament if he's not like he already has all the money in the world, and then he's going to take away like potentially some money from a guy who like really needs it.
I mean,
just
do you
because he's
think the
playing for fun.
intensity of tournament golf is like, even if it's the Corn Ferry, is like something he like maybe wanted to get?
Oh
back
yeah,
into?
like I don't
I mean,
like I don't
sure.
doubt that, but you could also like I mean,
I feel like you can
Champions Tour.
simulate that just like
Yeah,
at
and he's
your own
play.
golf
I mean, and he can play. He can qualify for other tour events like throughout the year
Yeah.
too, and like even the qualifying rounds is like simulating like tournament play pretty much.
Right. And as we going back to the whole mic'd up situation, Phil Mickelson said he's open to being mic'd up during tournament play. I mean,
Yeah, I know he's open to. He likes the idea of it. Obviously there wouldn't be as much like banter, but like even that hole where Phil was like explaining how like what he
wouldn't
was going to
explain
do.
that
He wouldn't
to-
explain
No,
that
he
on the
wouldn't,
chip,
but-
but he would be talking with his caddy,
The
and like you would
process.
hear the process, and it would
Which
be
would be
like
so
pretty
cool.
interesting.
So
Yeah.
cool. I feel like Phil's open just to anything. Like he'll do anything on the golf course.
Yeah,
I feel like.
probably.
I feel like Phil would actually at least give some sort of like entertainment value.
Oh, he would. Like
Like-
he would know that he's mic'd up, and like when he's talking to the players, like he'll be like talking about his like gambling and stuff like that. Like walking up to the hole, like it's like, oh, I'll bet you $50 I hit it in, or not $50.
Yeah,
but like $1,000. Yeah,
I mean, they should just have
$1,000
like
hit
an
within 10 feet.
unfiltered they should have like an unfiltered feed where you could just like tap in on any player that you want.
Exactly. Yeah,
That would be sick. That's some
imagine
future
you're
drama.
imagine you're just watching your laptop and you just like you could like you have a list of players you can click from and choose from, and you just like click and like you can hear them talking. That'd be really really cool.
Let's hold out for like 2040 on that one. I don't know how close we are. to
2040,
that.
I don't know if it's that
I don't
far
know if
away.
they're trying to make it more interesting. It might not be that far off.
You
Yeah.
yourself being able to click in. I don't know.
Well, but it wouldn't be like every single golfer. It'd be like
Yeah, select ones. Yeah,
I mean,
Yeah,
I
select
that's
ones.
a
And peop-
great
peop-
way to make
people who
money.
actually
I'm
do
telling
that.
you, like
Well, I
that,
was thinking-
that could be like a subscription.
I was
Oh, yeah,
thinking
that
that
could.
they could just do, you know how they have NBC Sports Gold and you watch like the featured,
Yeah, right.
the featured groups. You could do that, and all the featured groups are like mic'd up, so you don't
That'd
have
be
to
cool.
mic up like Dylan Myers or some
Yeah.
random player like that.
Nate Lashley.
I'm great at bringing up the random players.
You are.
But that
I don't even know who that is.
he,
Dylan Miles.
he came in 10th
What was his
at,
name?
at
Dylan,
Shinnecock.
Dylan Miles.
Myers.
Myers. Okay.
He came in 10th at Shinnecock. It was like when he was a
10th?
senior in college. And
As an amateur.
Or he just graduated and he won $150,000.
Is he the guy from Northwestern? Or is
Illinois.
this- Illinois. Okay. Oh yes, I do know who. Yeah, I know. You're
Yeah,
talking
he was on
about,
foreplay. But yeah, I won $150,000 right out of college for posting like 10 over.
That's wild.
At
At
Shinnecock.
Shinnecock. 10 over.
I mean, that's pretty sick at Shinnecock.
yeah.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah. So yeah, that brings us into our final par 3 of the year, or at least until we decide to bring it back.
Find a new one.
Yeah, until we find some new ones. What players would you want to see mic'd up besides Phil and Tiger, since we've already gotten that? Who wants to start?
I mean, I'll go first. Bryson DeChambeau. I just kind of want to
I-
hear
I-
his
I
thought
had-
process.
I had it on my list. I didn't think it was that high. I had it on my list just because I liked the process. Yeah, the process of hitting the shots.
My first one is going to be a little interesting. I'm going to go with Patrick Reed, just so you can hear him try to make jokes to people in his group. And like they
Try to
either,
piss
like,
him
they
off.
either they either awkwardly like laugh, like that fake laugh like that you do to like old people at your at
Oh,
golf
yeah, yeah,
course,
of
like when
course.
they try to make a joke to you, or just like not even say anything at all.
I would love to hear the silences coming from like his like.
He would say
comments.
something and it's just dead
That's it,
silence on
yeah.
air. And they're like in the CBS broadcast.
They're,
like, okay.
they're not even looking at him at all. Like that'd be so funny.
Yeah.
All right, so I have two. I'll go with Kuchar.
That's your guy.
Just 'cause I think
Kuchar.
he'd be kind of funny. Just
I
like-
guess.
And Eddie Pepperell.
Yeah. That's
Oh
good.
yeah, he's good.
I feel like Kuchar would just make a bunch of dad jokes.
He would. It'd be hilarious though, because it'd be just like dad joke after dad joke on live TV.
I
playing
guess,
golf.
yeah.
And he'll be like kind of like Jordan Spieth. He'd be like, oh gosh darn it, like
Yeah.
after like he missed
Eddie,
a shot.
Eddie Pepperell was on my list. I heard Max Homa say on his pod that they need to censor that though.
Censor?
Eddie Pepperell, if he was
Really?
mic'd up. Yeah. So
Unfiltered would be so cool.
yeah, maybe an HBO. Put it on
Put
HBO.
Eddie, put Eddie Pepperell and DeChambeau in the same group and just like let him Mike.
Well, do you remember when
Go
Eddie
after
Pepperell
it.
tweeted about Bryson
Exactly. Yeah,
DeChambeau?
that's what I'm saying. Or Eddie Pepperell and like Patrick Reed in the same group. Like just have them like just chirp at each other. Like they're like oh, that'd be so hilarious.
All right, this makes the snake draft much easier.
Oh,
'cause
it does.
we're
I
actually
know.
like
I
this.
am thinking
you
about
always-
that. Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with. All right, this is another weird one. I'm gonna go with JB Holmes because I'm
Okay.
just genuinely curious what takes him so long to play.
I never even thought about that. That's a good one.
Like, remember,
I mean, some people are just slow. I don't know how to explain
remember when he
it.
shot like an 80, like in
At the Open.
82 at the Open,
and Koepka was
Brooks
pissed.
was in his
so
career?
pissed.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
If
to
you're
see.
if you're
Mic'd
playing
up.
if you're playing that slow, play fast. But he's playing that slow and he's playing terrible. Like,
I mean, if you're playing that bad, play fast.
yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go with someone who we like is pretty much already mic'd up because you could always hear what he's saying. Tyrell Hatton.
Oh,
He's
that guy.
always like yelling at himself after the shots, and I just think like it's pretty funny, and I would love to get like that for a full round.
Joe Hatton's a little bitch. That's he is. Like I remember one time he missed a putt like when he was a younger like the at PJ National, the Honda, and he missed a putt and he was complaining so much about like a little spot like moved his ball like and my dad was like no, you just missed the putt, like you can't complain.
Oh
about
yeah,
a
so I
spot
live
like
for
that.
that. I want to hear that more.
That'd be kind of funny.
And then my second one, I think I'll go with Matt Wolf. Just kind of like from the driving relief, he has quite a personality that I didn't really know he had. So
I would have
kinda
loved
wanna
to
hear
see
more
the
of
Matt
him.
Wolf, Victor Hovland, Colin Morikawa group of the players.
Yeah,
That
true.
was like the last round of golf that I've like
Oh
watched.
yeah,
like,
that was so,
that was a good group.
Yeah.
I kind of want to hear like other people like chirping him too, because like when you're like a really young good golfer, like I feel like the older pros are
I
like,
wanna-
come on, young buck, like
Yeah.
I wonder if people talk about his swing like not like behind his back, but like
Yeah, I could see him being
I
in a
want
group with
people,
Matt
like, talking-
Kuchar and just
and
Matt
Kuchar being
just
like what are you doing?
Yeah, just being mesmerized by his swing all
exactly.
day.
Like he's like I don't know how you do that, but I don't know how it works, but I guess it works.
I mean, even like on the range, like people are always like imitating him like behind his back when he's just like
Oh
hitting
yeah,
range
Ricky.
balls.
Ricky.
Yeah, I seen
Yeah, that one
that.
video, Ricky. Alright, Pat.
Okay, so this is my last one, right?
Mhm.
This is tough. I think I'm gonna go with John Daly during his annual appearance at the PGA. Just like
Singing in his mouth, McDonald's cup.
taking a cart.
Yeah, taking a cart.
That was last year, right?
That was last year.
PGA? Yeah.
Wow, that was
Wow,
the
that feels like forever
awesome
ago.
watching him walk.
I
up to
forgot
the
that we
first
saw
hole.
that. Yeah,
Yeah,
he
we-
was taking a cart and his caddy was like walking, carrying his
During the
bag behind him.
practice round, I think it was hole number 2 at Bethpage. Do you have a video of it? He
I
literally
do.
He laid
takes
his
he has a cigar in his mouth. He
Puts
takes
it-
it. He puts it next to the tee box.
Yeah.
Tees up his ball. Like strikes one down the middle, picks up the cigar.
It was
puts
a
it back
cigarette,
in.
not
Or
a
cigarette. It's a cigarette, not a cigar.
Yeah, it wasn't even a cigar. It was a cigarette. He puts it back in
Gritty.
his mouth, like,
gritty. Yeah, that was awesome.
and it just like hops in his cart.
Yeah.
All right, so my last one. I'll go kind of a wild card. I don't know a whole lot about him, but I just think he'd be electric. Miguel Angel Jimenez.
I have a
Interesting.
funny story about Miguel.
I feel like
Jimenez.
I feel like he would just be like he just wouldn't give a care in the world and just like he'd be like you'd have to filter him. I feel like
the
But he would just
Saturday,
be hilarious.
the Saturday of Shinnecock, my friend DV went to it with his friends from Long Island, and apparently like one of them yelled like something in Spanish at the guy.
Really?
And like he got him kicked out of the tournament.
Oh my god! See, I just feel like he'd be just like he would do stuff like that, or he would just like yell like in Spanish. Like if you actually understood what he was saying, like he'd be pretty funny.
Yeah.
But I think he'd be electric.
Wait, does he have the ponytail? Is that
He's the ponytail.
Yeah.
okay? Yeah,
He's the
With
ponytail.
the nice, weird, elaborate warm up.
Wait, I might be talking about the wrong guy.
Does he do that?
I'm talking about Rafael Cabrera Bello, I think.
Rafa Cabrera. Oh, that's who you're talking
That's
about?
the story.
Yeah,
He's,
I get them
but
mixed
Miguel
up.
Angel Jimenez is the super
Yeah.
ugly guy.
He's like
with
in the
like
he's like
long
on the
red
he's like on the
hair.
PGA like
Okay, no, I know
champion.
you're
Yeah,
talking about.
Super guy with the voice
I
of
get them
visor,
mixed,
kinda
I get them
fat.
mixed up.
The
Okay.
3 names, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
gotcha. All right. Any honorable mentions?
I said Homa. As
Yeah,
well.
Yeah, Homa,
Kisner. Kisner, Harry Higgs, our guy.
I said Spieth just because if it's anything as Kuchar, he'd be like, oh gosh darn it! Like after he
Also
misses
got
a shot.
Pat Perez.
Oh yeah,
Pat Perez is a good one.
wanna
I
see-
said Beef.
Beef, yeah, beef.
I want to see what Bubba, his
Bubba.
conversation with his caddy when he decides to go like sideways off the tee to cut a corner. You know what I'm
His
talking
guy says no, don't do that. He'd be like fuck you, cat. Like,
yeah,
stop doing this.
exactly. All right, let's move on to the Twitter fan question. Where is it? Oh, my bad.
Got lost.
From Jerry Golf's 28. If you were in a scramble against a tour pro at whatever golf course, do you think you could win?
All right, so
basically a
let's
three-man
make
scramble.
let's make the golf course Bethpage Black since we've all played it.
Yeah.
I have a
um,
great golfer to make it.
Okay, what's the golfer?
So Kevin Kisner was the 36th ranked when Foreplay did this, and they beat him.
Mhm.
You know who the 37th ranked golfer is?
Who?
Just guess.
I have no
Guess.
clue.
Just
37th ring Homa.
Ches Reavie.
Oh my god.
Us versus Ches Reavie in a 3-man
Even
scramble.
better.
We don't have that 4th person. Should we add a 4th person to our group?
Well, I thought for the fourth
Other
person would be
Trev.
other Trev.
Other Trev
because
who's
he's played
in
with
our
us
videos.
most.
Okay,
Yeah.
he's been in our videos. I guess we could add him. At Bethpage.
Yes, from the
Ches-
PGA tees, like the.
I mean, we have like a 2 handicap with us, so I would hope we could.
yeah, true.
All we need to do is hit, like one person needs to need a good needs to hit one good shot. I mean,
Right.
That's all.
Here's
On
the thing.
every shot.
All
Every shot.
4 of us are better than like Trent that was at
from
Pinehurst.
Foreplay, yeah.
I didn't watch the whole thing, but he was terrible.
I mean, he was bad.
It was
I mean,
bad.
like,
Okay.
It was just too long for
we,
him.
we can all if we have 4 shots if we have 4 shots to hit a fairway and then 4 shots to hit a green, we're gonna hit a green, and if at the very least we're gonna have a little tiny chip, and like
Well,
that'll be
like,
it.
We're playing
Also
from
the-
the tips, though.
It's also the other
Still,
thing. Like,
like,
if,
we
if
still, like-
Trev goes, if like you go first, you put yours in the fairway, say, and then like the next like few of us, Trev could just let it go.
Oh
or I
yeah,
could
yeah.
just let it go and try to hit it as far as I can.
If someone hits, that's the thing. If someone hits in the fairway, or someone hits it close to the pin, you're going, all right, we're just gonna fire at it now. Like
I
we're
mean,
just gonna
also,
take
if all of
risks.
us miss, he and put
Yeah,
it
I'll
up,
go.
He can just grab his 3-iron.
I'll go last, and I'll make. I'll,
You can just grab
I'll-
your 3-iron.
Grab my
Yeah.
3-iron and hit it out in the fairway, and we'll give us a
I mean,
chance.
what do you think? What do you think our score like
At
over
Bethpage.
or under par would
Well, what
be?
did
at
the
feel
Foreplay
like
Bethpage?
guys do it?
They were
at,
like 1 under.
1 under.
They were 1 under
At
at
7,600
I feel like
yards.
I feel like you'd be around there. I feel like
Think
that's a
so?
good. I think around even par would be like.
I
I
could
think
totally
we-
see it where
'cause
like
it
we're
is
in the
Bethpage.
fairway, but we all hit bad approaches into the green, and
But
then we're
yeah,
like screwed.
It is because it is Bethpage. Like I feel like we're gonna make a couple bogeys and might make a couple birdies, and like I feel like we're not gonna make a ton of birdies, and we're probably gonna make a lot of pars, just a lot of pars.
Yeah, I think we. I don't know. It's tough to say. It's tough to say
I mean,
because
All right, Ches, if you want to do this,
Yeah, we gotta
yes, I'll
try
do
this.
it.
honestly, it's an open invite to Ches Reavie.
If you want to challenge the pin high boys,
We'll get him at some point.
Yeah.
We'll get him at some point. So yes, keep sending in Twitter fan questions. Those are great. Let's move on to the Pin High Golf Course. We're finishing it off with a par 5 and a par 4 and the clubhouse. We honestly timed this perfectly, ending it the week before the TGA came back.
absolutely, yeah.
We did not plan for this, though.
What do you mean we didn't?
We just
play?
got lucky.
We
got
did get
lucky
lucky.
that
we didn't. We
timed
didn't.
this.
We weren't like in 8 weeks. Like
Oh, that's true. Yeah, we got
incredibly
we
lucky.
said okay. I remember we said at the beginning. We said like okay, hopefully the PGA Tour's coming back right soon after we finish this. And you're right, it's next week that they come
Yeah,
back.
exactly.
so, we're gonna start
with
par
par
5.
It's for 17.
Okay.
I mean, the easy one to say is probably just 18 at Pebble.
We were talking about that one. Yeah, I mean that is a really good hole.
Do you have any other par fives?
I put
Could say
in
Baltusrol.
Baltusrol 18.
Could say Baltusrol 18.
which
par 5.
par 5 up the hill.
Is that where what's that famous shot?
The Jack Nicklaus
Jack
one
Nicklaus
iron, I
shot.
think.
the one
iron.
Yeah, the 1 iron.
We could do that. Do you have a picture of that anywhere?
You could go with that. I played
Yeah,
that.
whatever.
I actually parred that hole when I played it.
Really?
Yeah, that was like
What'd you
one of
shoot
my
again?
pars, like 98 or something.
For Baltusrol, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
I honestly,
That was
think,
like a year ago,
I think,
too.
I think Pebble Beach is the way to go, just because like that's like probably the most iconic. par five
I put
in
in Cabot Cliffs number 15. If you want to take a look at that, there's a YouTube.
I feel like
in
that
there.
would be a better one for the middle.
It would have been. I just didn't. I
It
didn't
would've.
like. I was looking at par
It's like a-
fives, and I was
we,
like, that's a
we
pretty
need
good
a
hole.
we need a finishing hole.
Let's go with Pebble.
Pebble 18.
I think Pebble is-
All right, so
Pebble
we have
18.
which Pebble hole do we have already?
6, which is
Six?
the other par 5.
So we're gonna have 6. We have 2 Pebble par 5s on this. Okay,
That's okay.
That's,
That's
fine.
fine.
They're good.
we
holes.
were talking about this like a couple weeks ago of having Pebble 18 like as one of our holes.
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
it's been.
I think it was. I think it was.
in the
We
middle.
kind of all thought in our minds. Okay, this is going to be like one of the last holes in the course.
That would be a par 5, 543 yards.
Gotcha. Yeah, we're gonna have to add this up at the end. This is gonna be a
Oh
long.
my
I mean, I would imagine it'll only be like 7,100 actually. So it's like nothing like Pinehurst.
What was the front? The front 9 was 35, almost 3,600 yards.
Yeah, 35
So it's not-
8 or
The back, I
68.
think the back 9's longer though, because
Oh,
the
really?
front 9 is the short par 3s and the drivable par
Oh,
4.
we have like a 240-yard par 3 on the back, don't we?
We do.
Yeah, who
249 yards.
decided to do that?
I decided to do that.
I think he did, yeah.
Yeah,
I was
we,
gonna
we,
say me,
we have that and Sawgrass, so it kind of evens out there.
Right.
All right, so hole 18. We were discussing on the way here.
I have a
on the
good
drive
idea.
here. I think is it unanimous?
Oh, I said
I don't know if it's-
Harbortown number 18.
Oh,
so
right.
we started off with Bethpage number 1, which is like a course that we've played. Whatever. Oh, we had a good time there.
All of us.
And there's Harbortown 18 where Pat got stuck in the bunker, and he's probably still in the bunker
Today.
hacking away.
His ball's somewhere in the
Honestly,
bunker.
and like
Somewhere in the
you know,
Atlantic Ocean.
that's
Yeah.
a really good closing hole, just like in general. Like it's like in the top like
How far
25
is it?
closing holes. 472.
That's a tough par
It's
four.
a long par 4, and you have to carry the. If you click on the video that I put in, you have to carry that like
Well, we've seen the
water and like
Yeah. I've seen it.
like
Well,
from
yeah,
where,
trust me,
from,
I've-
from where the
I've-
pros
we
play.
played it, so I remember
Where- from
it.
where the pros play, you have to carry like the water like stuff, and it's just like a long hole to get through.
Okay.
The only other one I suggested, besides the one we'll name in a minute, I suggested Old Head Golf Links 4th hole, Razor's Edge. I have a picture on it in the dock. And it's like this, like kind of like Harbortown, the lighthouse in the back. It's kind of like we've had a lot of
It's
holes
similar.
like on the cliffs
Yeah.
too. So I
You know,
wasn't.
like I said for hole 17, that would be something we would have done like on hole like 12.
Yeah,
Yeah, go
I
iconic.
can't believe we did. We
I wish
missed
I,
Harbortown 18.
I wish we had found that instead. Like we have so many beach like other beach holes or like cliff
Yeah.
holes. We could like I think that's like probably the coolest one of them all.
The other one we were talking about was Congressional, the
I
18th.
think I think.
But I
Congressional
think
is-
I think Hilton Head because of our
the,
story
like
that
the
Yeah.
symbol, like you put one Bethpage 18 Hilton Head. Like
Yeah.
I wish we had thought of Congressional though before.
But
yeah,
same, so do I.
523 yard par 4 into like a peninsula green.
Yeah.
yeah.
Maybe next year
Like clubhouse.
when like 75% of the PGA Tour gets canceled, we'll
Yeah.
we'll circle back.
Yeah, next year.
We'll start with that
We'll
hole.
become like the next Pete Dye.
Okay, yeah.
We'll just keep
we'll
designing
recreate
courses,
scores.
right? All right, so that wraps up.
So we're going with
the golf
Harbortown,
course,
just to,
and
like-
all we have now to do is the clubhouse.
Okay, so the clubhouse, there's a lot of options here. I mean, there's a lot of nice clubhouses.
I mean, we got
The first one,
Wingfoot.
yeah.
Wingfoot's like
Wingfoot's
it's a
like the
castle.
classic. Yeah,
Yeah.
it looks so cool.
It looks like a castle. We got Congressional, which
Looks
pretty
like
much
a-
looks like a really really nice
a
like country
huge
club
Country club type.
in like the Palisades of like California. I don't know.
Yeah,
that's what it looks like.
And if you look at the Congressional 18th hole,
The clubhouse is
the
in
clubhouse
back.
is in the back. It just looks like it's overlooking like the hole, and it looks so
Right.
so cool.
And then another one we have is Baltusrol, which is
And
like
Baltusrol
another
just looks
really
like-
nice looking clubhouse.
Baltusrol is also like
It's like a
it's
hotel.
more
Yeah.
it's more like Wingfoot. Like it's kind of like the like old feel.
Yeah.
A little
I mean,
bit
even
to
the,
it,
the,
little
ins-
in
the
middle.
inside of that is pretty sick. Too.
Yeah, it's
Never
cool.
been inside of it.
And the
Humble
other
brag,
one
Jake.
is Medina. It's just this massive clubhouse with a putting green right in front of
Yeah.
the clubhouse, like a circle.
Kind of looks like the
putting green.
Taj Mahal in a
My
way.
vote-
Does look like the Taj Mahal.
My vote, I think, is Baltusrol
That would be my vote as well, just because I put it in there. But
because it's huge and it's,
it's
just
huge
like,
and really nice.
yeah.
Also, it's the only one that I've been inside, so like
Baltusrol.
kind of, like-
I was gonna say Congressional, but I'm fine with Baltusrol because I think Baltusrol is like the
I just think
kind of classic
Congressional-
old. It's like the combination of like the old.
Congressional's
Golf.
really nice. It's
Yeah.
just a little too much, I think. No, like
Maybe.
there's just so much
yeah.
going on there.
Baltusrol was like the classic like golf
Mm-hmm.
clubhouse. If you had any of that.
I was gonna try to add up the back, but we can do that after and post it on Instagram.
Yeah, we'll try to make a scorecard. See
Yeah,
if we can
Jake's
lay
gonna
that
try to make a
out.
scorecard.
That'd be cool.
Um,
we should name every hole too. It doesn't have a name.
I mean, they already.
Well, some of them have names. Not all of them have names.
I guess
This is
yes.
a postage stamp and
Well,
pensioner.
should we handicap them now, or we'll do that?
No,
next-
we'll do that.
next week?
No, we'll do that.
Yeah,
Just like next
that'd
week.
be cool.
Okay, so yeah, that wraps up the Pin High Golf Course. Unless we come up with a better name with it for it, like in the next week.
This is
we'll
going to
see.
be an interesting course.
Yeah. So, all right. Thanks for listening to that. What's the last thing we need to do?
Birdie and bogey of the week.
Birdie and bogey of the week to cap it off. Oh wait. Also, how many over par are you shooting on this course?
Oh, so the over under is probably like 6.5 times the hitting the water. So probably go around 95 maybe.
I'm
95,
shooting at least. I'm shooting at least a
90
110.
best
Is it a par
case.
72?
Yes,
Yeah,
it should
par
be.
72.
Yeah. If we
23
did it
over
right,
par.
it's
we
par
also
72.
take in mind that he's a 2 handicap saying that.
Yeah. I
So-
honestly, if I bogeyed every hole, I would be happy.
Yeah, but you're gonna run into trouble.
Oh, no, I am
so
gonna
many
run
of the
into trouble.
holes.
Oh, I'm
If-
shooting at least a 110.
I bet. I
At least
bet
a 110.
This golf course is insanely hard.
There's literally water in every. The first hole is like I could par the first hole. After that, it's like okay, probably not gonna par.
Yeah, I think. Well, if we were going to handicap it right now, I think the first hole might be like 18.
First hole or Riviera.
Yeah.
Riviera.
Also, Sleepy Hollows.
Sleepy Hollow. Those are three. Like that's the only really
1, 2,
easy
and
holes.
3.
Everything else, like the back nine, like it's like 472, 249 par 3. Like everything is over 400.
Oh, the
yards.
back is crazy. I mean, except for
Back is-
Sawgrass, like
but
all the
Sawgrass
other
is
holes, all the
Sawgrass.
holes are just mammoth holes. Like the back is crazy.
Sawgrass is Sawgrass. Like I hit in the water twice when
Exactly.
I played Sawgrass, and it's not easy.
Right. All right. Let's move on to birdie and bogey of the week to cap it off. How about Trevor goes first this time since Jake went first?
Okay, so my birdie kind of ties into my bogey. My birdie is I'm playing a Connecticut Amateur Qualifier tomorrow, or as we're recording this on Tuesday. So on Tuesday,
Day before.
day before, and like I love playing these kind of things just because it has a little rush, and I always think I play well under the pressure. So I probably won't be able to sleep tonight because I'm just like honestly I'm excited just to play like competitive golf again. My bogey is I'm taking a summer class this summer, and my class is from 8:30 a.m. to 10:10, and we are supposed to have a test tomorrow. So I emailed my professor saying I can't take the test. I have a tee time at 8:20 for a tournament, and he's like, "That's fine. I'll just have you take the test. You don't get multiple choice questions though. You get all short answer and Excel questions. It's a finance class." And I'm not doing that great in the class, and so hearing that was just probably like the worst news that I could possibly
So
hear
that's a birdie
today.
and a bogey.
It's a birdie and a
Birdie
bogey.
and a
But
bogey.
I'm happy. I'm more happy I'm playing in the tournament, and I can scrap together something for the test. But it's just gonna be a lot more of a grind than I want.
I mean, going more
want
into
it to
that,
be.
we played at it's at Oronoque Country Club
Yeah.
in Stratford.
Stratford.
We played it. We played a practice round because I was planning on being his caddy, but then they banned caddies. From
Yeah,
the
which I
tournament.
found out.
Which
literally that
I
day. found
literally
out
knew
back
that was
days.
going to happen. Like
I
when you were.
it crossed my mind, but like I hadn't seen anything, and then I clicked on I got the
If-
player.
If the pros didn't get caddies for the match, like you
Yeah.
weren't going to get caddies for your like amateur
'Cause-
qualifier.
well, because like,
You need me, though. I don't. I'm not going to give you any advice, but I'm just there for moral support.
Hey,
Exactly,
You're,
yeah,
you're,
yeah,
you're
exactly.
0 for 1, and
That's true.
Okay,
you are
caddying
for one.
career.
It was like pouring rain. I had to carry 2 umbrellas. Like not get the scorecard like sopping wet. It was like tissue paper.
No,
That was tough.
That was a bad day, and I also I missed I could have played a lot better that day too. Like I missed.
What'd
like,
you
a
shoot,
lot.
an 80?
81.
And you had like a lot of 3 putts with an 81. So
Yeah.
like you were ball
I
striking.
could have.
You
I
just weren't
could
putting.
ball striking. Remember, I hit that sick 3-iron in the ninth
Yes,
hole. Oh
that
my
was
God,
sick.
That was so cool.
But I think so. You shot 78 the other day, right? Or 80?
80 with a
80 with a
double-
double bogey on the last hole.
yeah, stupid
With
double bogey
playing
also.
it blind on the 47th hardest greens according to Golf Digest.
Yeah,
or
in the
something.
country.
I don't know if I.
I don't think that's true.
I don't know if I'm going to believe
Wait,
that.
The
green's
club pro
difficult.
said it.
The club pro said it was like the 47th hardest in the country. I'm like, okay, like that's.
I don't know if I believe that.
But
but-
we actually used to belong to
the
that
greens.
there.
The greens are hard. Like you have to know where to hit the ball because there's like huge ridges. But I don't think it was that. I don't know.
I didn't. Yeah, I feel like I putted pretty well that day.
Yeah,
And,
I think I
like,
played pretty well. So you made that one sick. You made a sick putt.
Yeah, I made like a 50-foot putt.
And he made,
Interesting.
Over like a huge ridge.
It was a huge putt to go make a 4 for 3, and I had like a 20-footer for birdie, and I made that too. I'm like, it's right in his
Must have
face.
been nice to
Right
play
in
a
his
different
grill.
golf course, saying that like
Yeah,
the three of us have been
exactly.
playing the same golf course
we went
for the last
Rory
month.
and Patrick Reed just like right at each other at Hazeltine, just like you know,
Going back to back to back,
long
no,
putts.
no,
Yeah.
not today.
That was sick. All right, so which one am I doing then? Birdie? You just like pretty much did your birdie and your bogey.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
you do both.
Oh, you do both. Okay.
Yeah.
My birdie of the week. Annika Sorenstam, women's golf legend, is given $50K to the Symetra Tour players in financial need. Pretty cool.
Nice.
Don't know anything about it, but pretty cool.
I don't know
Yeah,
what the
neither do
Symetra Tour
I.
is.
I don't know what that
but
is
I saw
either.
that on Golf Digest. I was like,
This was a
pretty
tough.
cool.
This was a tough week to find a birdie of the week.
It might have been the most random
nothing going
birdie
on
of the
in
week.
I mean, I think it's a good birdie of the week. Anyway, my
No,
bogey.
it's a good one.
Oh,
I
yeah.
was never. That's never something I would have thought about.
Tony Jacklin, who is a Hall of Famer. I honestly didn't know who he was until this. On
Don't know who that
Sergio
is.
Garcia. Sevi had more courage in his little finger than this lad. Don't get me wrong, Sergio has been a prolific winner, but he had the ability to win double-digit majors.
Wow, that's a chirp.
Like,
Oh,
pretty
it
much
is.
he's like, you had the talent, you're just like a mental midget.
I
That's pretty much
think
what
he
he's
is
saying
like so like he had opportunities to win majors, and he had opportunities
Yeah.
to like to win the players that 1 year, and then he's like, I mean, obviously he hasn't. He's
Yeah.
always known for like kind of like Phil, like not like choking as much as
But
Phil,
just not
like,
finishing.
not finishing the majors, and then he
Right.
finally won the Masters, which was good. I was happy for him when he won the Masters, though.
I kind of hated that.
You hated that? That was so when his
I was
so
rooting for- was it Adam Scott? Or no?
Justin Rose,
Justin Rose. I get them mixed up all the time.
same body type,
Yeah.
same swing.
All right, my birdie of the week. We mentioned it earlier. I'm gonna go with the 4-play boys, just beating Kisner in a scramble, giving us a little hope.
I
that
saw
we could,
Rick's
like,
putt on 18.
Even though
that
we
was
could,
really cool.
Even
He literally
though
did the Payne
like, I think
Stewart.
we could do it.
I know he did. Yeah, it was like the crowd, like the little crowd that they had was
Yeah.
like that. That was cool. That was like, and kids were saying, it's like, oh fuck, I have to make this putt now.
Like I just
He
didn't
missed.
think
Yeah,
I
he
didn't think
missed.
that would be something I would ever see. Like just like 4 common man golfers going
Playing
against a pro
at
so.
Pinehurst of all places.
Yeah, exactly.
From
So
7,600 yards.
Yeah, and they won.
I will
Yeah,
shout
It's
them out
wild.
for that.
But
that
the
they
fact,
won.
the fact that Kisner just shot like casual like 1 over par. Or
Yeah,
something
exactly.
Like that, or,
He was like even par.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for
Right.
Pinehurst and the tips.
My bogey of the week is gonna have to be Justin Thomas. I don't know if you guys saw this, but there was like a Peloton like all-star ride for like charity on ESPN, where they were like they had to like ride on these Pelotons and whatever, and there was like a competition. Justin Thomas finished in dead last,
Out of how many people?
8.
like 8. But like Rory finished like 4th or like right in the middle.
Bubba
Like,
finished ahead of him.
Yeah,
didn't he?
Bubba finished ahead of him too. Like,
Bubba
Who
seems
else
like he'd
was
be
in
sick
that?
at that.
Booger
but
McFarland.
Booger
beat Justin
McFarland
Thomas.
went and he was in 3rd. Booger McFarland was in
I mean,
3rd.
He's been doing it for
he
all
has been
quarantine
he has
now.
been doing it, but like he just
I mean,
doesn't seem as
so
fit
he
as Justin Thomas.
Booger
so.
beat him, Mike Golick Jr. beat him, Kyle Rudolph beat him, like
Kyle Rudolph. Good for
Kyle Rudolph,
Rudolph.
so yeah, like a
He's an
tight
athlete,
end, big body type, whatever.
Justin Thomas, you gotta
Justin
spend-
Thomas finished in dead last by like a ton.
Damn, I definitely would have came in last then if he
He
have a
was
world
like,
class
he was
class
like,
athlete.
I,
like
I
that.
don't know, I
I'd
don't
be
know
dead.
exactly what the like calculation is, but he was like 40 behind like everybody else.
Imagine like I bet Justin Thomas is making jokes about it too. He's having a good time.
Oh
with it.
yeah,
I
probably.
bet-
I mean, it's for charity. It was a good
Yeah.
thing, but like I thought that was funny.
imagine Patrick Reed doing that and just being like
Patrick, I think he might be
It'd be
come
so
in, like
funny.
dead last behind Justin
he, would,
Thomas.
he wouldn't be speaking. He would come in dead last, and he would just try and nobody would talk to him. It'd be so funny.
Yeah. All right. Any honorable mentions for
Well, one of my bogeys was that you wouldn't be able to caddy for me. I really wanted
Yeah.
I really
Yeah,
wanted you
caddy.
someone to caddy because now
just
I'm not
having somebody there with you is just
yeah
like,
someone I play like I'm playing my best if like I'm not like I don't know like worrying about like my golf game the whole time.
I don't know. We took notes on
Yeah,
on
I have the
all
notes.
the greens,
I'm printing them out tonight.
so I think you'll be fine. Considering you
I'm
shot
taking a cart.
shot really.
I'm taking a cart because one that was like kind of a tough. It'd be kind of a tough walk.
That is a tough
I had
walk.
my
It was
knee,
huge.
and I figured 'cause you have to. I'm supposed to print out the player information sheet and the pin sheets. So I'm just gonna print out like our notes, the pin sheet, the player information sheet, anything else I need.
Make sure you don't give them to the other players. On your,
Oh no, I will. I'll have them stashed away in my cart.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, if I'm gonna predict an over under, I'm gonna put it at 76.5.
What do you
Really?
think? What do you think you
Yeah,
have to?
that's kinda-
what do you
that's
think
kinda
you have
low.
to shoot to qualify?
From what I saw in previous years, it's right around 79-80, I think. But this is a short course, so I'm not sure how
You were
that
messing
affect
around,
that.
not messing around, but like you didn't know the course at all, and you shot an 80. So I feel like
That's
fine.
true. I mean, it's a lot more pressure in the tournament, obviously. Like
I guess,
it's,
yeah.
I think. I don't know. I think.
I don't know. The match with me didn't put any pressure on you.
No.
Finishing me off on like the 15th hole.
Yeah. I was 3 up after 3 or something like that.
Yeah, no, I was- I
You
was
didn't
actually-
take your 10 strokes this
I
time.
was- I
No, he
took
did.
11.
He did 11,
Did you take
11,
10
11 strokes this time.
I was even with him after 11, and then he won 12, 13, 14, 15.
Yep.
Back to the drawing board.
Yeah. All right. So good luck with that tomorrow at 8:20. That's got to be one of the first
I'll
tee
be
times.
if you guys. There's a link you guys can. I have to take score on my phone. Like someone
Oh,
takes
really?
score. Like you have to input
really?
scores on my phone. So like people, you can follow. You can probably follow along.
All right. Yeah.
As
I'll
the
be
guy
following
did.
along with
Wish,
the
wish I could go.
I'll send the
Wish I
link.
could go and just like
I know.
live stream you. Like
I know.
playing.
I was kind of hoping like to be spectators. So you guys, like one of you guys, just like follow me. Just,
Yeah.
like
like
oh,
inside the ropes,
good
just
shot.
following Trev with the live stream.
Well, when it gets to the actual AM, if I qualify for it, then hopefully we can do that. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shorehaven. That's
That'd be
Shorehaven
so
too.
sick.
Maybe
on
we
my
could
top.
get you a legit caddy, like an actual like real caddy.
That'd be kind of cool too. I was thinking, well, I don't know.
Well,
Well,
you saying I'm not a real caddy?
Yes.
You're right.
Let's go. I should get Bad Dog in the bag. That's what I should do.
Oh my.
Also,
That'd be
Would shut up
hilarious.
in your backswing.
I know it'd be hilarious. Like good shot, Trev. That's a good shot, Trev.
yeah,
it'd be so fun.
We gotta get Mike. We gotta get the Mad Dog on
I'll see what I can do.
on the show.
I'll see. I'll
at
see.
some
I'll
point.
talk to Tim and see what I can do.
Yeah. But yeah, other than that, it's been pretty good episode. Talking, lot. I feel like it was a lot of segments this week.
Yeah.
A lot better being here in the
Yeah,
studio.
it's nice to be in HQ.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice to be here, rather than like. I feel like we cut each other off on Skype all the time.
Oh, we do.
It's like there's a
It's-
slight delay where like when you're talking, like I think you're done and like I start talking and then
Yeah, exactly. And then it gets silent for like awkward 2 seconds, and we start
Right,
talking
yeah.
again, just again.
I mean we've done okay with it like since we've done more of it,
We've
but
gotten more used to it.
Yeah.
But being all together and made
yeah, being in person much
So
better.
yeah, follow us on Instagram at the Pin High Pod. New account, follow at Golf City Bets at Golf City Style. Also on Twitter, send in your Twitter fan questions or in the Instagram DMs. Also at the Pin High Pod. Other than that, we'll see you next week for some Charles Schwab betting DFS previews.